guys for clicking on the video. I am Sully, and today, fellas, we have a video introducing a new series. And before I get into that, two things. One, hope you enjoying the Christmas music in the background, brought to you by the beautiful people at Full Screen. They've been hooking me up with that music. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know a lot of you guys like the music in the background, and let me just say, no one picks background music the way your boy picks background music, alright? Just throwing that out there. But anyways, second thing before we get into the video, you guys might have been wondering, Sully, I don't know if you're doing coke, speed, I don't know if you're drinking too much caffeine before you do these videos, but what's going on with your commentaries? And let me just say, I've been watching my videos back, going through, and some of them just seem really not energetic. They're really dull. It sounds like I'm on like NyQuil or something. I'm just trucking through it, and I don't like those. And I know I can do better to make a more entertaining vid while still bringing, my viewpoint and how I see things to it. So I'm trying to combine those two because the goal is to make you guys watch them. And if I won't watch them, then I know I could do better, which means more people could watch them if I did a better job. So with that being said, let's jump into Manhood real quick. Manhood, I'm going to talk about what I think the world perceives manhood to be, whether it's cars, hitting that gym, getting that Arnold flex on, you know what I'm saying, and girls going to talk about the tang and why, those issues and why all these things, the typical manhood stuff really doesn't work. I'm going to go into each topic, girls, money, the stereotypical things of manhood, and talk about why those things are not beneficial. And then out of that, I will transition into what I think real manhood is. And you might say, Sully, what is real manhood? I would say, hold on, me brother. I still gotta go through the wrong things first, so I'm not gonna give away. This is an intro, baby. You don't see artists doing the whole CD on the intro, so I appreciate the enthusiasm, but please dull down a second. So I'm going to go through the bad things, and then I'm going to transition to what I think manhood should be. So now, if you're a thinking person like me, you might say, Sully, well, why are you doing this? And I would say, good for you for asking that question, because I looked at my demographics, and it's all male. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong to a G. But they're all male, and some of them are at a young point in their life. They're going through high school, into college, and I want to pass down, I think, what's been taught to me. Because when you're young, especially going through college or high school, this is when you really form who you are for the rest of your life. And that might sound cliche, but it is pretty true. I mean, the things that you watch the world when you're young and you develop your views based on that, they sort of stay with you. It's very hard to change someone's beliefs moving forward. And so I thought, if you guys are young, why not sort of go through why the stereotypical stuff of manhood is wrong, and then sort of try and replace that with what I think is the right stuff of manhood. And there are two benefits, two big ones. First, if you guys take hold of that stuff and you start living that out and practicing that, then people will see that and they'll catch on, they'll want to do it, and your actions will benefit and help grow other people in their journey through life, which ties back into the whole point of this channel is about hockey and growing together through life. So I think that's a huge part that hits home to the goal of this channel, but also it hits home to benefiting you and why you guys should watch this series. Another reason I think it benefits you guys with this series is, I think on YouTube, it's sort of the wild, wild west out here. It's pretty much who's and what's, and, it's pretty much a free-for-all for attention, subs, and all that stuff. And I'm a very counter-cultural person in the sense that I like to cut through, let's not, we can enjoy these things, but let's get to the real meat and potatoes of what YouTube can do. And it can alter people's lives for the better. And I think this series can do that. It doesn't waste your time, it benefits you, and it'll be entertaining. I mean, that's like a Black Friday deal. It don't get no better than that, baby, let me tell you. So I think this will benefit you greatly in life. It'll be entertaining. With this series, guys, in closing, I would really appreciate it, guys, if you could get this going and like the videos with this topic, because I'm not asking likes for self-gain and saying, oh, like the video so I can get more subs and I can become famous and quit my job. No, I'm not saying that. I would like you guys to like the videos of the Manhood series and share them, because people could really benefit from this. I really think so. I mean, there's not a lot of people talking about what real manhood is on YouTube in general, in all of YouTube land, and I think a lot of people are growing up without real role models. You know, you look at you know, like Miley Cyrus for younger girls. They're like 13, 10-year-olds listening to this girl who thinks she knows everything and thinks that it's okay just to like basically show up naked on stage and like, have sex with a foam finger basically. And girls are thinking, well, if she's doing it, then I should do it too. People, react and take in, and then they act out what they see. And so I think, guys, this can help a lot of people, especially a lot of young people, and even for people who are past my age. We can all use refreshers, and when I go through this, I'm going to go through a refresher as well before I even bring it to you guys. So if you could like the videos and share them just for the benefit of others, because I really feel, especially with men, divorce rates are so high. You have so many single moms out there on the real, guys. Like, there's so many single moms, and why is that? It's because the dads are leaving. That's part of manhood that I want to get into, is taking care, having the forethought. If you're going to choose to have sex, you need to be willing to step up to those consequences and not just think it's a free ride and if anything happens, I can bail because I'm not giving birth to the baby. That is a coward's attitude, and I want to sort of, change this identity that you can just hit it and quit it and it's all good, because the world's sort of falling apart. I mean, there are studies that sort of show that morality is nosediving very poorly. And so if you guys could share the video, get the word out, because you guys really are what makes Selling on Tap go. It's not, I can put together the best commentary, put together the best background music, but again, it comes back to likes and comments and shares. If you guys aren't doing that, there is no Selling on Tap. And so I want to thank you guys so much, because I know people just say, oh, throw a like on the video, please, and then they just go about their separate way. But no, like, really, from the bottom of my heart, it may be lip service, but I'm dead serious. I really do appreciate you guys liking the video. 20 likes, I get 20 likes on some videos, and I don't even ask for likes, and that means a lot to me, because I know some people have to beg for likes, but the fact that you guys are willing to just put them out there so quickly, I really do appreciate it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Hope you guys take care, and thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Have a great day. God bless.